is this Cooper Webb at his worst, and the competition should be worried because of how well he did last night? What do you think?
I'm gonna go with yeah. They should be worried because he rode like shit all day, and so you're like, okay, he's like 12th in qualifying or something. Or was that Tomac? I think one of them was like,
No, he was like 15th, I
well,
think.
yeah,
Actually,
I think he got 12th. I think
year
he was in
5 was
15th
backwards.
for a
Those are
while,
backwards.
and then he ended up in
Yep.
12th. But still, like for a guy like that to end up 12th in practice, you're like, what is going on? But Cooper's a gamer. Always has been. When it comes down to, there are guys that are good in practice and when there's no pressure, and then there's guys that, let that pressure turn them into a diamond. And that's Cooper. The dude's hard as nails. And no matter what, it's looking like a repeat of last year, which is troubling. Last year, no matter, like you said, his bad weekends were still not that bad, and it didn't matter if he got bad start, good start, he fought his way to the front. And you got to figure last year, he didn't even expect himself to do that. He was like, well, and then he got rolling and he built the confidence and then it became a thing. Well, now people are in trouble because he's coming into the series knowing that winning the championship is a possibility. So right from square one, he's like, all right, third, we're just going to knock these bad boys down until I get a chance to win some, I don't see him being outside the top five very much. It's going to be one or two times, and he's obviously got the speed. So if he gets a couple of starts, he's got mental toughness. He's got the speed. He gets some starts and feels good. I think everybody's got their hands full with him again this year. It's weird. Sometimes the number one plate is really heavy, and sometimes it's like Dylan Ferrandez had like a carbon fiber one on his motorcycle, I think.
Yeah, I mean, Cooper Webb had a great showing last night. I think that A1 third place potentially could be the worst thing that happens to him. He comes into A1 yesterday feeling down, feeling crappy, and boom, third place kind of just happens because Cooper Webb did a Cooper Webb thing. He was just there, consistent. Great job, Cooper Webb. Couldn't be more proud of the kid, especially with you look at him in AC is very similar to Alessi Villapoto. You know what I'm saying? Alessi had all that, stardom in amateurs, and then it just switched when it came to pros. However, I think that you still have guys that are going to gain ground. Roxon came in, bike setup, he said yesterday was way too soft. He was
stiff.
Or way too stiff. Yeah, way too stiff. He didn't want to mess with anything, though. He just wanted to ride with what he knew. He's going to go back to the training, go back to the testing. He's going to definitely pull it out, I think, this week. I think you see Ken Roxon up there. Jason Anderson back on track to where he wants to be. I think you see him back in the spot. Tomac is inevitable. No matter where he finished, Tomac is coming back in, and Tomac is going to do what Tomac's going to do. And I think you see him rattle off a bunch of wins. You throw AC into the mix, I think that, yes, will Cooper Webb be a title contender for sure, but I don't think you're going to see the runaway of Cooper Webb like we did last year. There's just too many guys that are too good. They have too many things going for them. Kenny looked good last night. It wasn't an energy thing. It was more of a bike setup thing. And that, you know what, we haven't even seen what he can do. Now that Kenny can see what AC did last night, he knows he's there. I think the endurance is there. You're going to have the 1 and 2 guy with Kenny and Roxon riding together. I think we're looking at a dangerous combination. I think that Webb's there for the year, but he's not the guy like he was last year.
How can you say he's not the guy when he was the guy? Like before that, he never was the guy in 450. He had 2 years of shit, and then all of a sudden he comes out and is consistent. And like you said, he was sick last night, and he still came out and got a third, which was his MO last year. No matter what, put her on the box or like right there.
His Yamadogs were turds, Clint. Okay, his Yamahas were turds. Not the right program. He got in the Alden Baker program last year and just had a mental switch, and everything changed for him. So, yes, he came in, but he's also not going to have this year. He's not going to have Marvin to chase around the track. Anderson's out in California doing his thing. He's really only going to have Osborne back at the Baker's factory. So, therefore, I think with AC and Kenny riding together all the time, and Eli doing what Eli does in Colorado, I just don't know. I just think there's too many guys this year. Anderson wasn't the same Anderson as the year before. So last year, Anderson wasn't even in the mix.